Today is 13th of January 2026. Today I want to make a video. I just want to make a video for a while because we got one more subscribers. Uh, as I said, if we got one more subscriber, I'll make another videos. Today I want to talk about what's the most important things for your life. So, uh, everyone, you and me, everyone only have one life. So the answer at the moment for me, the most important in your life is time and attention. So if you think deeply, everyone is the slave of time because eventually we're all gonna die. So how to use your time more efficiently or how to pursue what you really want in your life is really kind of important. You can see, people with different wealth levels. You know, we all have 24 hours. We all sleep and eat, but someone like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, they can be a multi-billionaires. But some people, you know, are struggle in the hello, hello, hello. Why is my microphone? It's not moving. Um, so someone is struggling in the poverties. So that's how different people using their time differently, and different people put their attention kind of differently. So, for example, if you want to have a very good time with your families, with your parents or your kids, you put more time with them, and surely you will have a lot of happy moment with them. Because if you really want something, you will learn how to make it better, right? You will kind of study. Um, you know, Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos did not get rich in day one. Uh, they kind of accumulate of their knowledge and their business to the current levels. So what they did is basically just put their attentions and their times in accumulated wealth. I didn't say wealth is the most important in your life, uh, but at the current monetary systems, um, which is set up by um, you know the ruling group in our world, um, you need to have them to in order to exchange product and service. So you probably need a certain amount of money to make your life easier if you live in the city, unless you are very good at hunting and you can live off grid. So you don't need money anymore. You can just hunt, and your wife or there's someone can make you clothes, and you can pick up nuts and uh, hunt for rabbit and chickens in the forest. Um, yeah. So for modern life, you it's necessary for ordinary people spend some time to learn like financial knowledge and this just basically to make yourself financial free, so you can do other things you like. Um, what I'm gonna say? Yeah. So if you think about making monies, the majority of the society, the majority of people are using their time to work to exchange money, and then use the money they exchange from their time to other stuff like iPhones, like you know, like whatever product, or go to a spa, traveling, like some kind of a services like. So you basically either exchange your time to more enjoyable time for you, like you exchange for service, or you exchange your time for a product that either save you time. So if there's a product, yeah, there's only two kind of function of product. Number one is efficient tools. So the tools will help you do things quicker, to communicate quicker. For example, computers, mobile phones, AIs. These are all kind of help you save your time. So it just help you to do more things using less time. Or there's a product that is basically just enjoyable, that sorry, that you literally buy it and you have dopamines from your brain to you know make you less stressful from your normal job, that you normal kind of using your time and attentions to exchange for monies. But the problem of current economy is the ruling group. So there's a big ruling group in global around the world, and there's a ruling group in every single country, which is called the government. So they kind of rely on keep printing monies to ease the bad debt from uh, all this kind of a global corporation or all these companies. Because the whole thing is the people set up companies are borrowing money from the bank and running their business, and a lot of the companies eventually failed. So that borrowing from the bank become bad debt, and you know the the bank is actually part of the monetary systems of the ruling group. So they won't allow the bank is basically issue the money, they issue the credit or they issue the actual money, which the central bank do. So they're not gonna allow that bank collapse. So they have to keep printing money to like basically on the book to cover the bad debt that the company get bankrupt. They can't return the money they borrowed from the bank. So what happened is, you know, they're just too much kind of a money you in the circular, and everyone knows if there's too much money in the circulars, the money will devalued, and you know you use your time to exchange a certain amount of money are not gonna exchange the same amount of goods. For example, I remember 5 years ago or even earlier, um, like one person, I was in UK, and 1 month's salary you can, buy a, a iPhone, and or even more or something. But now you have to work for like half a year or even 5 months to uh, afford to buy iPhone. So that's the you know obvious kind of a scenario. Your time are getting less and less valuables in terms of this kind of old systems. So what we should cope it is, knowing our time is valuable as well as the Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. We're all human beings, and we're all kind of sharing 24 hours every day. Maybe not, you know, as uh, maybe not as tight as their one, but we still kind of need to value our time. So That's why I'm saying that there's two ways you can do to to make the most use of your time. So number one is your attention. So everyone have the same amount of time. You can't prolong your time each day, but you can shift your attentions at a certain uh, length of time. So instead of watching TikTok and waste your time on all this kind of digital advertisement, I would say, because all you see on the TikTok and all the social media is free, but everyone knows nothing is free in this world. So basically, every single message is come with either the ideology control from the government or the advertisement from the big corporations. So I'll give you examples. So when you see a post of beautiful women's and they kind of holding a babies or something, that could be ideology control from the government that saying, oh, you should get married, you should maybe have families. I wouldn't say having married and having family is a bad thing. What I'm trying to say is, if that kind of taking control your attentions and you actually influenced by the content this big corporations and the government put in your mind, uh, what really kind of make you lose is you keep filled with water. For example, just treat your head as a cup, like a glass of cup, a glass of glass cup, and then if you keep filling with water from the ideology control from the government, from other people, from other organization, the organization that actually paid to show you this advertisement, your brain will be full of all the other people's idea, all the other people's want you to think. It's not actually what you really want or what things are really important for you. So really, you should kind of watch less because your eyes is the most important kind of input device in your bodies. Like I can't remember what he's saying. Like 60% of informations come from ordinary people's eyes, and they're also saying that eyes is a window of your mind and your heart. Actually, that's true because in Chinese traditional medicines, if you open your eyes, you can see all these small blood vines in the white bit of your eyes. So that veins are actually connect to everywhere in your body. Your eyes is the only organ that have connections with all of other part of your bodies. So choose what to watch is really kind of important uh, for how you think and what you think. Because we do advertisement for the business as well. What we're saying is people only gonna buy what they can see. So you can find a very kind of ironic kind of a situation is uh, people actually don't know what they want, and they will buy if you if your product, if your company's product are everywhere, if you have an unlimited budget for your marketing department and you put your product advertisement everywhere that your ideal customer can see, and your sales will go rocket because the customer only gonna buy what they can see, um, which is true. Um, yeah. So and also, as a man, if you keep watching porns and every day you think is find a woman and get married and maybe find a girlfriend, which will kind of limit your progress of actually study and makes yourself a better man, make more contributions to this world. So attention, you can't change the time, but you can change your attentions. And once you reduce what you put attention on, maybe every day you have one things you think is important you want to do, or two, you will have a lot of quiet time. You will have a lot of space in your head to actually, you know, see see the word and think about the logic of how this word is running. And you probably if you have eyes that can find um, details, attentive to details. You can also kind of find what other people need, what this word I need, and what you can do to actually make a contribution or change the current situation, make the situation better for everyone. And now you will decide whether you like to do it or you not like to do it. If you like to do it, you can do it. And you if what you done actually benefit other people, and other people are actually quite like what you put into this society, they will follow you, and you will build a small communities. And then later on, when you get famous, either you get get a project and get a loan from the bank and set up a company to sell, to kind of commercialize or monetize your idea, or you can just to get a charity communities and just be a famous people, and get money from doing some impact work for other kind of a big organization again. So then you can one, make money, and two, use the money to make our world better. And that positive energies will actually um, push the world forward and make our world a better place. Because what I can say uh, at the moment, uh, it it's a good trend that people actually are willing to pay for knowledge sharings and uh, community buildings. They actually you know very missing in the old times, when before the industrialization, the individual person haven't been separate to individuals. People are still live in the big families. We have still have a big communities, and we're not so pursued for monies. People are missing that kind of feelings. So I wish everyone see these videos actually think, number one, reduce your tensions, reduce what you say, do a detox of your phone and what you're watching, because basically all the medias, include my medias, is trying to take your mind, because the biggest kind of a biggest took from one person's asset is your brain. So if if a social media content, or if kind of movies or even music took your brain, make you think on a certain way. That is what they say took your brain. That's how even Nazi and fascism took people's brain, because in a financial crisis, they suddenly see, oh, this strong man that can, you know, organize so many peoples, that can make them work together, and really kind of created something significant, and that they just become believe that man, and they believe whatever that man said. That called they took your brains. So what I want to say is, don't let people took your brain. Have your own kind of brain to think, to actually see how this word is working. Yeah, so you will get hold of your own asset, which is attention and time. And also, some people live longer, some people live shorter. um, it have a lot of element contribute to that, to like how long you can live. But there's two kind of obvious reasons for people have a long life. Is number one, you have a happy mind. um, Means, you know don't take things too serious. Like, everyone kind of now know our world is a virtual kind of simulations. It's just a game of life, and this game is come by loop and loop and loop. That's why I want to talk about the um, universal point systems that actually decide the basic, like the beginning of your abilities, the beginning of where you're born, and how clever you when you were born, how rich when you were born. Yeah, so number one is, you know, um, take everything to nothing. Um, don't take it too serious. Just you know, be happy. The number two is keep exercise and have good regular lifestyle. Eat well, eat healthy food. Don't drink and smoke, which can reduce your chance to have cancers and diseases. And number three is, what is number three? Happy. And number three. Number three is to find somewhere that you like. Find somewhere that the feng shui or the magnet is actually matching your personality. Is actually make you happy every day. I saw a lot of people that they just work, they just work, they just work, and they stay with the group of people that they don't really like, and they live somewhere that they don't really like. So eventually, they are not happy. Again, the number one rule is, don't take it too serious, and find a place that make you happy, or find a things that make you happy. Um, yeah, so that's all. So that's number one topic I want to talk today. For what is the most important with your life is time and attention. So your brain, you need to take back your brain. That's the most important. Don't get impacted by the consumerism, because the mechanic of this word is built on the government want you to work, but in order to let you work, like, they need to give you a reason why you should work. So the reason is you need the money, and where you can get the money, the government can print money, but they won't let you know that they they print the papers for exchange your life and your brain. And the thing is, you are clever, you work very hard, you work every day. The government people don't work. They just stay there and keep printing papers. And then they have to take the money back because you work too hard, you accumulate too much money, you accumulate enough money that eventually you don't want to keep working, right? No one wants to keep working and working and working. So they put this like ideology. They put this concept is, oh, you need to get married. To get married, you need a house because your wife wants security. You have children. Your children want security. So they took your money by, I want a house. I want a better car. I want a better clothes. I want to be, beautiful. I want to buy luxury goods. So people think I'm, you know, I'm having a good life. I'm better than them because really you are just compare with the people have the same level of wealth as you. You do you think Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos really care about the luxury good you buy? Like they don't care because that item is too cheap for them. That item is nothing for them. Um, yeah, because they are different wealth level as you. So if you think like this, every single purchase is a way to drain your pocket. It's a way to make you keep working, keep working, keep working until you're 70, until you're 70. Yeah. And also they said, oh, 70 you have to you can pay the pensions and blah blah blah. The pension is your money, it's your working, it's part of your kind of money you earn. It's not things that they give you as a gift. So you know stop um, get influenced by this kind of a toxic content and really kind of think what you really want to do, because soon when the AI and the robotic come to our life, uh, there'll only be two group of people. Number one is the people working under the AI, and number two is the people who control the AI. There's no exemption. Well, there are exemptions if you can be a good hunter, like I said, if you can live outside the cities, live in the forest and off grid and off the monetary systems. So yeah, from now and reduce your spending and save some money to you know learn new skills, do some investment, doing something you really like, and be the person that actually control the AI. Although you can never be 100%, but for our human beings, it's not really who can get 100%. Is as long as you are better than the other people's, probably can have a comfortable life. Um, I wish people who watch my videos can also benefit from my thought of of how the society are working. Oh, just to add something. So just now I was talking about how the government are driven you to work to create GDPs for the countries, uh, and also how you can, as a a person, how you can make a big amount of money. So the source, it's like money is like a water. So the source of the water is the people who can print it the money. So the more you're close to that source, of course, the more water you will get and the more money you will get, right? So that is why the government kind of have their relatives or have whatsoever the people they know, so they put into oils, they put into electricity, they put to internet and telecom, uh, because this industry is all kind of a monopoly or kind of a all necessary service or product that everyone need. And if you are involved with one of this or own one of these companies, it's like the money is like water will just keep flow into your companies. It's non-stop because you know nowadays who can not having Wi-Fi, nowadays who can not having electricity, who cannot having cars and all this oils and energies. It's very hard, right? So to get super rich is you have to finding the people actually who distributes the money, who collect the money eventually. So this company are technically the government. They just acting, pretending they're the companies, and all the bills you pay are actually part of the tax you pay to the government because they it's necessary. Of course, they provide the service, but it is a necessary kind of an industry that everyone need to use them. So they are eventually where the money flow to. Also for the house industry, that's where the big money are actually flow to. That's how the government, collect the money. So yeah, number one, find who is the distributor or who is the ultimate collector of the money, because it's a circle. Money is a circle like Tai Chi. And number two is, get yourself famous. Like, what I'm trying to do here is, get myself famous and try to, took your brains, get you, trust me, took your brains, so I can get a bigger impact. Why get a bigger impact? There will be money and the powers come to find me because power want to reduce the cost of ruling the people and driven the people to work harder. The monies want the impact to influence a group of people so they can sell their product or service. So the number two way of getting rich is you know become famous and become the brain taker. The movie star or the pop music star or any kind of a star that can influence a big group of people is basically a religion. They're basically like the priest in a church, because imagine that in the modern art form, either movies or pop music, they can influence millions or even billions of people. The Hollywood is basically the church, um, the modern church, to kind of helping America to educate, to put their ideology to globally to all around the world. So as I said, if you become one of them, uh, you will have impact, and when you have impact, the money and power will come to you. So yeah, so that to summary, number one is finding the person who distributes the money. Like, you know, this is where you don't need to get famous, but you do need to sacrifice some of your time and all your monies to get the person trust you they're normally quite noble, or their old money. It's very hard to squeeze into that inner circle. And number two is the ordinary way is getting famous and getting impactable in a crowd. So either way you can get rich, but the first method is actually more solid, because the first method is actually lift up your hierarchy of the society, is increase your class in the in the society systems. Uh, and then the second one, getting famous, I would say, is just like a bubble. It's like a form of bubbles. If one day the inner circle people don't like you, or they think you are useless anymore, like Kanye West. Kanye West is a very good example of the people who get famous and get rich the second way, but the inner circle don't like them anymore, and they can just replace you. They can just destroy you, because they eventually control the gun. The oh sorry, I I think YouTube not allowed you to see guns or something. Um, they control the army. They control the force. They control basically a group of mafias. It's the same things. It's violence. It's the ultimate kind of power is violence. Who can form an organization, maintain certain violence, who can be the dominant of the world. Look at dollars. Look at Americans. The fundamental of their power is from the U.S. military, is from their aircraft, is from their vessels that they can sail to everywhere in the world, and really kind of push down a regime, and really kind of destroy countries. Um, yeah, that's how the world works. Okay, so the topic two today is the universal kind of a point, the universal point that impact your life, your life in this life. The people who are watching this video are in the same life, in the same universe life with me, because in the universe there's a lot of parallel life. It's like social media, or it's like different channels on YouTube. Just to think of our life is one of the channels, and there are like tons of channels are live on the same time. So if you can see me, and you can see my videos, that is very lucky for both you and me, because we kind of meet in our life virtually. We're both kind of alive. We both have eyes, ears, mouth, and nose to feel this word, to sense this word. Um, you know, I feel kind of I feel very lucky. Yeah, I'm very lucky to meet you, and thank you for watching the videos. Yeah. So in China, we kind of saying your your life, or the whole universe, is consists of three elements, which is the sky, the ground, and the people. So what that means is, the sky is where you are born, who is your parents, and what kind of a characters the God or the kind of Jesus gave to you when you are born. How much wealth you have since you were born, and what is your kind of luckiness degrees or when you were born. Uh, and the ground is where you are based. So if you're based in Western world, like UK, America, whatsoever, you will have very strong currencies. You can just buy the ordinary Chinese people's life very easily because um, you probably pay £500 a month, and that person will just work for you to die. But 500 in UK is not really nothing. You probably will have like 5 meals in the restaurant, and 500 is gone. But you can really exchange for one person's whole month of hard working every day for that money. Um, yeah, that's the ground. That's basically where you're born. You can't change what brain the Jesus gave to you, and you can't change what is the place since you were born. But you can move. So the ground are actually changeable. The sky you can't change. Uh, Today I just want to talk about the sky. Um, yeah, just talk about the sky today. And the third one is the people, is yourself, is you know when you are born, how you train yourself. I would say a life is a training. It's a life. Your life is the experience of training yourself and make yourself a better person. Make the people around you a better person. Make the people around you are happy, and they're not nervous when they with you. Um, they're not living a difficult life um, when they're with you. That's why you have to kind of work and provide provide the necessary to your wife, to your children's. Yeah, that's the sky, ground, and the people, the human in the middle. Sky, ground, human in the middle. That's also the feng shui. So you can see that's the three lines. Um, yeah, today we'll talk about the sky part. The sky part is the universal credit. The universal credit is working like this. So, I said the uh, everyone is basically broadcast their life. Everyone is imagine you are the actor or actress that you are acting for a group of audience that was outside of our universe. We're inside the TV. Like you look at me, I'm inside that TV. So basically, we have different episode, and this life is just one episode. You probably have already had 40 or 50 or even 100 more episodes before this current life you are, and maybe it's not you, maybe it's your dad, no, maybe it's your grandparents, maybe it's usually it's your grandparents, it's you, your grandparents kind of levels, or great grandparents levels is you, because once they dies, they will just put their souls into you in a circle. So what you got from the level of brains and where you're born, the level of wealth since you were born, is mainly depend on how much of uh, good things that your ancestors have contributed to the universe. So I'm serious about this. This is what I found because yeah, what is your life now is probably depends on the decisions your great great grandfather have made. If my great great grandfather, decide to move to UK, I was born in the UK. and now I decide to move the country to UK. That means my great grand great great grandson will probably uh, you know, share the benefit of, being a strong, powerful countries. Or, if I go to America, we'll probably will, share the benefit of being an empire, the number one countries in the world. So, really, our society is kind of a puts ideology on you to say, oh, you have to work hard. There's always American dream. There's always kind of a there's always way you can improve yourself. You can always way you can, you know, getting very successful. No, that can change if you are very excellent and clever, but not fundamentally change your social class or your point in the universe. Because think about that. The the most of the our human beings is probably can only live for 100 years or 100 and a little bit more. That's that's the longest time that we have record of people have living. But your father, your grandfather, your great grandfather, your great great grandfather, they all have nearly 100 years. The accumulate of your ancestors' kind of a point or benefit that have a massive year compared to your life, which can actually impact your life. There's a lot of kind of a you know people actually in our normal life. You can see them. They are bad guy. They are like killing people. They are cheating. They are not really kind of matching the moral standard, or they break the law even. Um, but they still have a very good life. They have a they somehow they get very rich. They have a very beautiful wife. They have a lot of children, and you know a lot of people will say a lot of people are good people, and they die earlier. They kind of don't have a very good families, or they're just very poor. And a lot of people just say, "Oh, why is the God not fair?" But if you use in my series, you will see it's fair, because probably that bad guy, their father, great grandfather, when they go to their ancestors, they have accumulated a lot of good things in the olden days, or accumulated a lot of wealth in the olden days before they die. So this guy, even he did a lot of bad things, that offset with the good things the ancestors have done, because the ancestors have lived so many years, and they have accumulated so many good point. That's a good point, positive point, and negative point. If you do good things, you get positive point. If you do bad things, you get negative point, right? So probably this bad guy, the negative point he did in this life, actually you know ha- have a small effect with the overall kind of universal point that to their families. So yeah, that's why um, you know he can still have a good life in his life. But what really kind of happened is, if he keep doing negative point, if he keep doing bad things, and his son keep doing the same things, his grandson keep doing the same things, there will be one day that the negative point will be surpass the positive point. The bad things they have accumulated will be surpassed with the good things they have done overall of their families. Then the bad luck will come, and that maybe when the bad luck come, will be there'll be fourth or fifth generations, they had children. The children is innocent. When the bad luck come, they don't know the bad luck. The children is innocent. They are a good person, a good kid, and then he just get that bad luck. So, you know, what I want to say the point is here is really, in your life, always think of doing good things and always, work hard because number one is that could make you happier. So the science have proved the happiness of helping other people compared to getting helped by other people is much more. So when you help other people, when you actually see someone or something get success or become more beautiful or more or better, you actually achieved your a lot of dopamines in your brain. I think that's the mechanism that the God have Jesus have put in our normal human beings to actually stimulate or encourage us to do. So keep doing good things, and it will be impact your children. So, for example, if you work very hard and control your spending, and uh, having a good relationship with the people, so what your son will get, what your grandchildren will get. Number one is your son and the children will get money. They will probably get free properties because after you die, your property is kind of useless because when you die, you can't take anything to the tomb, right? You'll become a soul and you're waiting for the next circles. And number two is you have built this good relationship with other families, so they will heritage your good relationship as well. What happened is the good relationship will help their life easier and make them, uh, you know, a better kind of conditions to live. So what really you kind of doing accumulate to the point for is number one, correct your ancestors' wrongdoing. So, for example, I was come from an ordinary families, and I have to spend a lot of years to basically just work and you know uh, to make monies, so I can uh, you can purchase my house and kind of afford the family cost. Uh, yeah, but if someone was born rich, like that could save a lot of their time and attentions. Again, uh, the most important things in your life is time and attentions. Yeah, so I wasted like several years to actually enjoy myself, to experience this world. I really kind of find the meaning, the purpose of my life, to really kind of enjoy the time with my childrens because I have to work. So number one, I compensate the wrongdoing of my ancestors, and number two is build to the point to my childrens. So you know what you should really do is do good things, but don't ask for a result because the result probably a lot of time is not showing in your life, in your current life, because our life is too short. Um, but the good doing eventually one day it will impact your children and your offspring. Yeah, I would say let's say is you are basically eat the point from your ancestors, and also uh, eat or create your point to your offspring. So whether you want to, make your children have an easy life, or make your children have a hard life. Um, it's up to you. And yeah, I think that's all I want to say. Um, it's been 55 minutes, and it's 1 hours. I hope I explained my point clearly. If you have any questions, please put your comment below. If you like the videos, please like and subscribe, because it's helped the algorithm of YouTube rankings, and also you can you know get my next videos. Um, Fingers crossed. Um, I can see the new followers. Yeah, if there's new followers, I'll always make new videos. Good to chat with you. Hope you have a very lovely evenings and lovely life.